And if you've got any questions, just reply to the email I sent you and I'll get back to you. So I'm going to start anyway. Great. So we're going to start in a seated position. So when you're sitting down, just make sure your shoulders are stacked over your pelvis, so you're not leaning forward, because that's going to put a little bit of extra stress on the back. And then extend up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders down. And then you want to relax the hip flexors so your knees come a little bit closer to the mat as well. We're going to move into the breathing. So for the breathing, we breathe in for 4 and out for 6. It just calms your body a bit before you start the class. You can do it with the eyes open or closed. So let's start by taking a really deep inhale. Fill the lungs up all the way. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Sigh out through the mouth, and then you'll feel the shoulders drop a bit more. We're going to move into the breathing. So start by exhaling the breath out and breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just breathing here slowly with the eyes closed for a few seconds. And then when you're ready, open the eyes. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So normally you'd have the soles of the feet quite close to the body, but we're going to make it into a long diamond shape to start out. So just pulling the feet further away from the body. Feel a nice release in the lower back and the outer hips. And then from here we're going to do a cat-cow action. So taking the hands around the ankles or the shins, curl the chin in towards the chest and round into the back. And then as you inhale, pull the chest through. And then as you exhale, rounding, tucking the chin. And then inhale, pull the chest through. Keep it nice and gentle as we're warming up. Do it 2 more times, tucking the chin. And inhale, pulling the chest through. 1 last time. Tuck the chin round in between the shoulder blades. And then pulling the chest through. Come back to a neutral spine. And then this time we're going to pull the heels closer into the body. So straight away you'll feel it a little bit more intense and also working into the inner thighs. Take another inhale, extend up through the crown of the head. Shoulders are relaxed, face is relaxed. And then as you exhale, start to hinge forward. Hinge from the hips. And then when you've come as far down as you want to, you can then just relax into it and round the upper back. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, just release a little bit more. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can release those hip flexors a bit more. Inhale, coming up. And then we're going to move into a table. It's just a transition before we move into down dog. So these classes move through everything quite quickly. We're going to keep the shoulders over the wrists and the pelvis over the knees. Tuck the toes. The gaze is just past the end of the mat. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, press the hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent if you want to. That will give you a bit more length in the spine. Or if you feel ready to bring the legs more to straight, go ahead and do that. Spread the fingers wide. Press into the index finger and the thumb. That will help with the rotation of the arms. Take another inhale and think about lifting the hips up and back. And then on your exhale, think about dropping the heels down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if they don't touch. Inhale. And exhale, pressing that chest towards the thighs. Take another inhale and exhale, and then one more inhale. And when you exhale this time, mouth open wide, nice big sigh. And then come up on the tips of the toes, walk the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. We're going to roll up to mountain. So the feet are pelvis width apart. You want the weight slightly more in the front of the feet, then you'll feel the hamstrings turn on straight away. And then as you start to breathe slowly, roll up. Lift up through the arches of the feet, and as you're coming up, you want to engage the quads. You'll feel the kneecaps lift, engage the glutes, engage the abdomen, and then as you come up to standing, extend up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders, and then on your inhale the shoulders up. You got the view right, and then as you exhale, roll the shoulders back, down and round. Palms are facing forwards, and you're gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Legs are engaged the whole time. Inhale and exhale, lifting up through the arches of the feet. So now we're going to move into sun salutations. We'll do the first one quite slowly, and then we really start to speed it up. So inhale the arms up. Drop the shoulders because they always want to come up with the arms. And then exhale down through heart center, forward fold. Head's coming down heavy towards the mat, and then as you inhale, you're coming up to a flat back. Fingertips on the mat, shins or thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, extend through the crown of the head, abdomen engaged, and exhale back to the forward fold. Then bend your knees and plant your hands, step back to a high plank. We're going to hold it 3 breaths. Drop the knees if you want to. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale, pressing the mat away, keep the abdomen engaged. Inhale, and on the next exhale, knees up or down. We're coming down through chaturanga. Inside of the arms graze the side of the body, nice and slow. And then as you inhale, coming into a cobra or an upward facing dog. I can't see, Carmen, if you're in an upward facing dog, but if you're in an upward facing dog, engage the quads, lift them away from the mat. And then exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the hips up and back. Exhale, drop the heels. And then come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of your mat. You can step, hop, float or walk. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale into your forward fold. And then inhale the hands up above the head, lovely. Exhale, down through heart center, forward fold. We're going to start moving more quickly now. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers wherever you need them to be. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Knees up or down as you exhale through chaturanga. Feel the inside of the arms against the body and inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last time. Come up on the tips of the toes. Bend the knees, look to the front of the mat. Step, hop, float or walk. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the hands up above the head, shoulders away from the ears as you exhale. Down through heart center, forward fold, weight in the front of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, high plank, knees up or down. As you exhale, chaturanga, you can skip these if you want. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Pedal the legs out if you like. From here, we're going to move into our sequence. So the first time we do it, we go a bit slower and then we speed it up. Take an inhale and an exhale. Starting on the right side, we're going to come into a high lunge. So step the right foot forward. Knee over the ankle as you inhale up. Use your hands if you need to. And then inhale the arms up. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then think about knitting the rib cage in. You'll immediately feel the hip flexors switch on. If you want a bit more hip flexor work, tilt the pelvis. It'll stretch more into the left hip flexor. Lovely. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, it's warrior two. So we're going to move into a heel to arch alignment here. Press the knees slightly to the right so you can see the front toes. The arms come up, thinking about reaching to the front and the back. Gaze past the middle finger. Going to work into the shoulders here. The more times we do this, you'll feel the muscles in the shoulders heating up. Take another inhale and exhale. From here, it's a Shiva squat. So on the inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg. Bring the hands to heart center and then pivot the feet so the heels are in and the toes are out. On the next exhale, we're going to sit into the squat. So this is going to look different for different people. What you want to think about is pressing down, pressing the knees to the side, and then bringing the shoulders up over the pelvis so you're not pitching forward too much. Go as low as you can. You'll feel inner and outer hips working. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, use the heels to press up. That'll bring the glutes into action. And then on the next exhale, back into warrior two. Again, keep pressing that knee out to the right. Gaze past the middle finger. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, we cartwheel the arms. Frame the front foot. Step back to a high plank. You've got the option to go to down dog or exhale chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Think about pressing the chest towards the thighs to really work into the hamstrings. Then we're moving to the left side, step the left leg through. Inhale up into your high lunge. If you feel a bit unstable coming up, stagger the legs a bit more. By that I mean move the foot at the front slightly more to the left so you've got a wider stance. Remember, you can tilt the pelvis if you like, sit into it, take one more breath, you look great, calm and inhale. And as you exhale, warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, feel free to shuffle the feet around, I do. And then make sure your back arm doesn't drop down. Keep it up level with the shoulders, take another breath. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, straighten the front leg. You're going to bring the heels in, the toes out, hands to heart center. And on the next exhale, lower down. You want to feel everything switching on around the hip area, pressing the knees out to the side. And then on your next inhale, press into the heels, use the glutes, come all the way up. And then exhale, warrior two. Don't be afraid to shuffle the feet, you need to do that. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, exhale, chaturanga or skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to run through exactly the same sequence a few more times, but we do one breath with each movement so it's a bit quicker. If you need to stop at any time, down dog or child's pose, just hit that. Okay, step the right foot through. Inhale up, high lunge. Then exhale, warrior two. Keep the arms level with the body. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Hands to heart center, heels in, toes out, and exhale, Shiva squat. Nice. Inhale to come up, and exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, step the left foot. Inhale up, high lunge. Lovely. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, heels in, toes out. Exhale, Shiva squat. Really press the knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale, warrior two. Nice. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You feel those shoulders now. Step the right foot through. Inhale up, high lunge, nice and steady. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands to heart center, and exhale, Shiva squat. Press the knees out to the side, and inhale to come up using the glutes. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either a down dog or another chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot through. Inhale up, high lunge. Remember, don't worry about adjusting, that's fine. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, heels in, toes out, and exhaling into that Shiva squat. Keep the shoulders over the pelvis. Inhale to come up, exhale, warrior two. Nice. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, exhale, chaturanga. Remember, you can stick these. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, step the right foot through. Inhale up, keep your form, knee over the ankle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands to heart center. Pivot the feet and exhale into your Shiva squat. Inhale to come up, activate the glutes. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, high plank, either down dog or exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I can feel my shoulders working. Step the left foot through. High lunge on this side. Don't worry if you're a bit wobbly. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, heels in, toes out, and exhaling into that Shiva squat. Inhale to come up using the heels, and exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Take an inhale, lift the hips up and back. Exhale, drop the heels. One more, inhale, find lots of length in the spine, really lift the hips up. And then as you exhale, drop the heels. Inhale and exhale. Do it one last time, we go slower again on the last round. Step the right foot through. Knee over the ankle as you inhale up. So this time, really dropping the shoulders. Think about knitting the rib cage in. And then if you haven't done it already, tilt the pelvis. Lengthen through the lower spine and it will really work into that hip flexor. Keep the back leg straight, take another inhale. And then as you exhale, move into your warrior two. So the shoulders are going to be a little bit tired now. The back arm might want to drop down, lift it back up. Keep pressing that knee to the right. Take another inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, straighten that front leg, hands to heart center, heels in, toes out. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, come into your Shiva squat. So really taking the shoulders above the pelvis. Tuck the pelvis, press the knees out to the side, sit down a bit lower. Take another inhale and exhale. And then inhale to come up, pressing into the heels. And exhale, just one breath, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands, frame the front foot, step back, down dog. Inhale and exhale. The hamstring should feel a lot looser now. And step the left leg through. Setting up for high lunge on this side. Inhale to come up. Again, tilt the pelvis, really work that right hip flexor. It's nice and warm now, it can take it. Take another inhale and exhale. Inhale, drop the shoulders, relax the face, and exhale, warrior two. Press the knee to the left, check you can see a few of those front toes. Check in on that back arm, take another breath. Inhale and exhale. On the inhale, straighten the front leg. Hands to heart center. Pivot the heels in, toes out, and on your next exhale, Shiva squat. Again, make sure the shoulders are over the pelvis. Really press the knees out to the side, work those hips. Sit down a bit lower. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, press into the heels, work those glutes coming up. And exhale, warrior two, one breath. Inhale and exhale, cartwheel the hands, step back, down dog. Gonna move into a little cool down now. Take an inhale and exhale. We're gonna come into a low lunge on the right side. So step the right foot through, drop the back left knee, uncurl the toe. And if your shoulders are a bit tired, just rest the hands on the knee at the front, or if you feel like working them a bit more, keep the arms up and then drop the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really stretch into that left hip flexor. We're going to step forward to a low squat. So take the hands to the inside of the right foot, heel toe it to the edge of the mat. Press into the hands as you pull the left foot forward. Heels in, toes out, let the pelvis be really heavy coming down towards the mat. Then take the hands at heart center, use those to press the knees open, and then try to avoid rounding into it. So to do that, you extend up through the crown of the head and press down through the pelvis. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands down, step the right foot back as you bring the left foot more into the center for low lunge on the left side. Again, arms up or down. And if you want to work a bit more into that hip flexor on the right, you can press the top of the back foot into the mat and you'll feel it switch on a little bit more. Take another breath. Inhale and exhale. And then bring the hands down, step back to a table, and then hips come down, swing the legs out in front, soles of the feet flat on the mat, palms out in front of you. Take an inhale, engage the core, and as you exhale, use your core to lower yourself down nice and slow, coming down onto the mat, coming into Shavasana. Once you're down, we're just going to hug the knees into the body. That's going to help release the hip flexors. You can bring the knees as close towards the armpits as you can. Rock side to side. Press the entire length of the spine into the mat. Take one last deep inhale. Sigh out through the mouth. And as you do that, moving into Shavasana. So that's palms up, ankles mat width apart, release all the muscles, feet flop out to the side. I always finish with a body scan. So as you exhale, let the body feel heavy. And then putting your attention on the crown of your head. Move it down across the forehead, relaxing the muscles there. Relax the eyebrows, the cheekbones and the jaw, back of the head, back of the neck and the throat. Relax across the shoulders, tops of the arms and elbows. Relax the forearms and wrists, backs of the hands, palms of the hands and the fingers all relax. Relax the chest, upper back, middle back, lower back. Relaxing the rib cage and the abdomen. Relax the hip flexors and the glutes. Moving down to release the quads and the hamstrings. Release the ligaments around the knees. Relax the calf muscles and the shins. Relax the ankles, tops of the feet, the heels and the soles of the feet. Relaxing all across the toes. Let the whole body be heavy and relaxed on the mat. Feel the breathing slowing, the heart rate coming down. Release any tension you might still be holding in the face. And then if you can stay here a bit longer, especially if you're doing the recording, please do. Otherwise, bend the knees. The soles of the feet will be on the mat. And then as you exhale, rolling to the right, press the hands into the mat. Coming back to a seated position. Hands at heart center. Bow your head. It's an important time to thank yourself for doing your yoga because we've all got so much stuff to do every day. Getting that done is going to really set you up for the day. Thanks for joining. Calm and it